there other sort of interesting trading strategies or price correlations with other precious metals that that traders can use or identify?
Well, there is certainly platinum you can look at, platinum relative to gold. I mean, there are several correlations that we look at. We'll look at gold relative to paper dollars. We'll look at gold relative to silver, gold relative to platinum. We will look at them all relative to the price of oil. That alludes to an earlier question you had about the cost curve, and oil very much depends the absolute height of the cost curve. Probably up to 50% of a mining company's costs can be power related. So it's either oil related, either in the form of the price of electricity, if it's being generated from fossil fuels, or it's chemicals, which are largely a function of the petrochemicals industry, or it's direct in the form of power, i.e. petrol, diesel. So as many as 50, possibly even 60% of a mining company's costs can be related to fuel. So you would expect there to be quite a close correlation, because otherwise, if oil moves and the metals don't, then mining companies will be exposed to unnaturally large or small margins for an unnatural period of time, and that usually doesn't happen. So you also have those very close correlations between not just the precious metals and gold, but in fact virtually every metal and mineral, the base metals as well, and also the bulk commodities. So an interesting strategy, if you want to look more towards the equities, is if you have a gold mining company that is less exposed to the price of oil, that can create some interesting strategic possibilities. For example, if their electricity comes from largely hydropower, for example, and there are various parts of the world where hydropower is dominant, and although the price of electricity probably will to some extent follow that of fossil fuels, it is to a lesser extent if your particular part of the grid is driven by hydro rather than by fossil fuels, or possibly nuclear, but